Hi Libra, welcome to Indigo Gypsy. I'm Jenna. I'm happy to do this tarot reading for Libra placements or anyone involved with a Libra. The messages may or may not resonate. I really appreciate your presence and energy here. So Libra, I'm just going to tap the bowl a few times and you're welcome to take a few deep breaths. Thank you so much. Okay, so I hope you guys are all doing very well. As I was shuffling the deck for you, Libra, I almost switched decks. And right before that happened, these three cards popped out. So that was indicating to me to go ahead and use this deck for this reading. But it was the moon. So there could be a Cancerian or a Pisces around, or you could have either one of those signs or both of those signs aspected in your own chart. Then you also got the Three of Swords and you got the Hierophant. This is for Taurus, so there could be a Taurus involved in the situation, or you could have aspects to Taurus in your own chart. So what this really looks like to me is like intuitively, Libra, there is like, you know that something is going to be painful, okay? Or it already is, and it has to do with the breaking of a foundation. So you could be divorcing someone, breaking up with someone, breaking up with a best friend. You could be someone could be losing a battle to some sort of illness. And so there will be like a physical break. It's going to be, a break in different forms for you guys. And then also on the bottom, the Ten of Swords. So definitely a severance, an ending, a new beginning, and it may hurt because obviously you love someone here, or they love you and they're sad to see you go. But yeah, this is what I really feel here is this intuitive feeling. Maybe you had a dream. Maybe you just know something. Maybe you have a feeling. Maybe, etc. All of these things. Maybe you have physical evidence, but you're actually going to take action. Okay, so thank you, Spirit, for overseeing these messages for Libra in their absolute highest good. With that Hierophant energy as well, some of you guys could be breaking from some sort of institution, okay? And maybe it hurts for the reality of it. Like, you guys could be doing more work with the subconscious. And so that might have shattered a belief system that you once had. Life is totally different than the way you had understood it up until recently. And so there could be some sort of like a pain regarding a severance from an institution or an organization that led you to believe that things were a certain way, and you concluded that reality has totally shifted here, Libra, okay? I definitely want to reach out and give you guys a virtual hug. See, things have been a little bit stressful here, sad. So the Queen of Swords is on the bottom, and this is your energy, and she may just be keeping to herself at this time, not really saying much, maybe being a bit standoffish, guarded, just trying to protect feelings here, trying to protect the heart space, and not really saying too much. So with this Page of Swords, you could be just, like I said, keeping, not really doing too much talking, but maybe doing more learning. Maybe you've taken on a new language, or you're a new skill set, etc. Something new that you're learning, or maybe you're just reading various books. You're strengthening your mental, you're strengthening yourself mentally here, and feeding yourself knowledge with this Page of Swords. Maybe you could have been trying to learn about something before you concluded that it's over. So for some of you, you could have tried to truly understand this person. And maybe you learned all about them. Maybe you learned all about their moon sign and how it compares with yours, or, are there any cyclical patterns? Like, it sounds extreme, but sometimes you just try to figure someone out so you can better work with them. That's definitely a Libra thing. Like when you anticipate someone's behavior, then you can move accordingly with them. But why it's all happening is the Eight of Wands. So things recently came to a stop, a slowdown. Maybe you stopped caring about learning about them. Or maybe you felt like they stopped caring of the effort that you were putting in to try to learn about this person. Or for those of you that were dealing with someone sick, maybe you were trying to figure out some sort of a cure or alternative treatment, etc. But still, everything just stopped. And if you guys have lost anyone, my deepest condolences. I'm really sorry. My heart goes out to you, and I wish you healing in a timely manner in your own time. And as well, if you guys are grieving the loss of having to separate from someone, it's the same. I send you, love and healing in divine timing. But here in the headspace, we have the Lovers. So for many of you, this is a romantic relationship. This is someone you're married to, or, dating. Maybe you have children together, which is why this Page of Swords is here also. But you lost attraction to them here, Libra. Or maybe you thought they lost attraction to you. So that could have been what you were learning, how to do, etc. How to keep someone's attention, or it could have driven you to learn more about certain ways of how to attract a certain personality type, etc. But with this Lovers here, I do see that there is a loss of attraction here. And also it has to do with you being out of balance with yourself, or this relationship caused you to feel out of balance or out of alignment with your own self. So maybe the primary focus was on this person and not so much on you here. Okay, so this is what you're being called upon to be conscious of, are your own needs being met? Are you giving yourself attention and gratitude and grace and patience and kindness? And are you figuring out your own personal needs and studying yourself so that things will move forward regardless of what anyone else is doing? So I see that you really tried hard to hold on to the situation with the Four of Pentacles. Or maybe it's them. Maybe they're trying to hold on and it's too late, Libra. It's too late here. But it just really looks like you gave it a while, like maybe 4 years for many of you, something about 4 years. But for like the last 4 years, I feel like you've tried to hold on to something or someone, and you see like it inevitably has to end. Like there isn't any way around it, and you gave a part of yourself up for this. Okay, so like you're being called upon to come back to yourself. So with this Tower reversed, you're dodging a major bullet by ending this situation, Libra. You are avoiding a lot of like disaster and burden in your life by choosing to end this situation. Or even if it wasn't your choice to end it, you're still being protected like divinely from things worsening or things becoming increasingly thanks, Mercury. We'll just say, tense, I guess. So with this world here in the future position reversed, you may find yourself in another cycle here with this person. Just because maybe things have not totally wrapped up, even though it's like one of those things like you've decided that they should end in your mind, but it hasn't happened physically yet. So because it hasn't happened physically yet, you may have to go through a few more of the same things that you already went through that hurt you. Okay. Some of you guys may want to move away, maybe not that far, maybe just somewhere else, anywhere else. Like that could be, you may want to move a short distance. But there are some issues with you being able to move just yet here with the Eight of Wands reversed and the World reversed. Like maybe money is kind of tight right now, or there's other things that are sort of taking a priority to being able to move. But with this Nine of Swords, my dear sweet Libras, you guys are just really going through it here. Like this is no way for my fabulous Venusian to be like. It's just feeling very isolated and alone and stressed out, Libra. And you could be having some dreams, some very strange dreams or some disturbing dreams. You could keep dreaming that this person keeps, being intimate with other people, and you're just kind of like by yourself. You're like worlds away from this person, I just heard, even though you're very close in proximity. But it's taking a toll on you, and it's draining the color from you. It looks like to me, like no matter what complexion you are, there's something, it's like your life force is being drained here because you're in a Nine of Swords energy. So I think a lot of the things that they said, or a lot of the things that you read, like let's say you picked up the phone and saw text messages, are still swirling around in your head. But there is a glimmer of hope. Like there is this white bird and this collection of blackbirds. And I feel like that is like your higher self or your guides or your ancestors, etc. There's still a glimmer of hope here. Like all isn't lost. Like you are growing, even if it doesn't feel like it right now. You are growing into the next version of yourself, okay, through this sort of painful experience, right, that you put a lot of effort into. But it's really not making you feel very well at all. And again, if somebody passed away, that's completely understandable. You are not ready to let this person go because you love them very deeply. And for others of you, the same, if you're having to break up with someone or divorce someone, it just doesn't, it sucks. Or what they put you through to get you to this point is what sucks. And many of you, somebody was like seeing other people and you were like married to this person. So it's like, okay, so no vows, huh? Like it sucks. It's horrible. And at some point it was great. It was good enough to like go ahead and make those vows in the first place. But it's like this new reality suddenly strikes. It's like, I really don't get to be with this person. And I put so much time and effort into it. So I like what you're doing though, by just putting your focus in a certain space other than, this misery that when you're going to sleep at night is when it hits you the hardest. All of these different things, all of these, and see, there's a pillow here. Like, it's like pillow, like they're on a pillow with someone else, and you just keep thinking about that, or how harshly they criticized or spoke of you. Even maybe you were reading messages that they were going to leave you with the other person that they were like having an affair with, and it's devastating, Libra. It's terrible. Okay, like, that's why my heart goes out to you right now, because that's just a shattering feeling. Environmentally is the 9 of Pentacles. Okay, so as a partner, this person is just totally acting single. It's like only one of you is in a relationship here or in a marriage. One of you was holding on to this connection, and maybe it wasn't for the right reasons. Like, maybe someone wants to hold on because of financial aspect of it. And the other person wants to hold on because they genuinely love the other person and wanted to like fix everything. But this is like the person with whom you're dealing there's a few different things going on. So for those of you that have lost someone like physically on this plane of existence, they're in a place now where they're free. So that is a good thing. They feel happy, they feel vibrant, they feel free to be themselves, and they have an abundance of everything where they are. For others of you, the person that you were married to or dating or whatever, they are out in the world acting single AF. And really they're in a whole commitment with you, or supposed to be. And then for others of you, this is a space you'll be moving into. Okay, after the storm clears, you will be moving into a time of independence yourself. And this is also financial independence, Libra, okay? So for those of you that are concerned about finances right now, which looks like many of you could possibly be, or feeling left out in the cold here by this person, or maybe they're accusing you of leaving them out in the cold. And here, there's twice over, you have 9 pentacles. This is a very good sign for you, Libra. Do not let this situation fool you. Don't let this situation fool you. Okay, there is something way bigger, okay, waiting for you. And it has a lot to do with financial independence and your independence, your freedom to be who you are to your core, like authentically, and be accepted, most importantly, by yourself, you loving and accepting yourself in your own space, in your own freedom. Okay, so radiating in that energy draws in people that want to uplift and enlighten you as well. Okay, so a lot of things are really occurring that you're not aware of because you're still in the middle of like another sort of cycle with this person. But with these 9s here, the 9s are telling me you're very close to something ending. Also the 10 of Swords. And once that has had an opportunity to pass, you will find that you dodged a bullet. Okay, it may not be a week from now. It may be later. It may be several months or so. But you will find that you dodged a bullet, and that and how valuable the way you feel about yourself always was. Okay. I feel like there was a point where this person did validate you, and then they starved you of the validation. Okay. So, but it was to teach you to validate your damn self. Okay. And shine like the star that you are. So how this manifests in physical reality is the full reverse. So there could be an Aries involved in the situation, or you could have planets in Aries or aspects to Aries, but it's the situation of this person having played the fool. Okay. Like they did not think things through, like long term. They think very short term, very instant gratification. And so like the tables will eventually turn with this world reverse. What goes around comes around, Libra. Okay. So when you are in a prosperity energy and environment, they will feel the way that you feel now. The down and out feeling that you're feeling now will inevitably come back around to them. because they will realize that you were the magic all along. And it really wasn't that hard to be there for your spouse, you know, like be faithful to your spouse, be dependable, be kind, you know, don't sit there and talk down on your own spouse, like, or make them feel left out in any way when you had the audacity to marry them, right? Like now you just cold shoulder them and go act single, like, and they're not supposed to be sad, like they're not supposed to, okay, that's okay. Everything has a purpose. Every experience has a purpose, Libra. And this one for you has a lot to do with growth on a self-love sort of way and on a very strong boundary sort of way, okay? Where and you also have got to it would benefit you if you didn't bring yourself down any more than this person already has. You don't need to sit here and tell yourself like how bad you feel for having chosen this person or stayed with this person or put up with this person. It happened, and it happened for your highest benefit, even if you can't see that right now. Okay, they took a leap of faith, and there was no water on the other side of that cliff. Okay, you don't know that right now, but everybody will soon find out. They will soon fuck around and find out. This is also you proceeding with caution through the next phase of your life here, Libra. Baby steps. Take care of yourself right now. That's who needs it the most. But you know, like I see that you will eventually resonate with the self-care, self-love, journaling, reading, learning, you know, moving at a certain pace, like a very slow pace, especially when it comes to prospective romantic relationships. I do see you being single for a while. I see you being independent for a while and really getting deep into what Libra needs, okay? Like in Libra's wants and desires, like in nothing really outside of that. So when you're dating someone, it's because you kind of want to, and not because they like played this sort of false image or picture for you. So Six of Swords reversed is telling me that they will try to come back. Okay, so prepare for that. Be prepared for a return. They will be back. Possibly not a lot of healing haven't taken place. You know, they just, wherever they went, it wasn't what they expected. They thought water would be down there and there wasn't. So now they're coming back on their own water, their own tears. So, but should you accept the return, then you will be in a situation where you do feel really negative about yourself. Okay, so that's the advice there, is just prepare for a return and prepare for your own return, Libra. Prepare for you to come back to yourself is really another thing this card is conveying with me. It's a Six of Swords. We have the Lovers here, which is also a number 6. So you could be an October 6th, or an October 12th, or an October 3rd. But really, this is the energy of you returning to yourself, who you really are, what you really want, what you really love. You know, what is happening in your life when you feel the best? Okay, and what do you have to do to create that? So one of those main things, as we saw with the Ten of Swords, is that ending. Okay. So my Libras, I hope this was helpful. I really appreciate you sharing this space with me. I'll get a Work Your Light Oracle. Keepers of the Earth. So you're not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. You have help. You have guidance, just like the little white bird there. You have help, you know. You are not alone through this. I know there's been a lot of times where you felt like that with that Nine of Swords. Like nobody really understood like how hard you have cried. We have Keepers of the Earth. Keepers of the Earth, 100. So 100 can mean something to you. Could also be an October 1st or a life path number 1. But I'm getting new beginnings here, Libra. So like, don't let the current situation fool you. As soon as you shift your thinking, the world around you will shift with it. You are so supported. You do not stand alone. You have a magnificent team of helpers both in this world and of Earth who are here to help you every step of the way. Call upon them for assistance. They are here to help. The keepers of the earth acknowledge the work that you have done already and are ready to work through you. They bow at your feet and thank you for wanting to stand for them, to devote your life to protecting the earth in your unique way. It is time to increase your capacity to receive support in the physical realm. This can come in the form of financial abundance, Libra, acts of service from strangers, or people flocking to help you and your work. The only thing that is stopping you right now is your capacity to receive support. You deserve to be rewarded for the work that you are doing. You do not need to go it alone. Call upon the keepers of the earth to help you in your mission. Open your heart and your mind to receiving more than you ever thought possible. What kind of support do you need? Call it in right away. And it says, I am open to receiving a whole new level of support for my life and my work, and I call it in now. And then you can include any specific request there, Libra. And then gratitude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So my dear sweet Libras, let me know in the comments if this resonated at all. And if you've already subscribed, thank you so very much. And if you're thinking about it, I'd love to have you. Don't forget to hit the like button. And I wish you guys so much love, so much light, infinite abundance. And until next time, my sweet Libras, take care.